All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into, well, the architecture of engagement.
Yeah.
We're analyzing the reported mechanics of a specific digital app called Scratchy Luck, one of those virtual scratch card systems.
Hmm.
And just to be really clear up front, we're treating this purely as a technical review. We're looking at the marketing claims, the consumer transparency, how the user journey is built. This is not financial advice.
Absolutely. And it's an exceptionally well-designed system, at least for generating that initial user excitement. The source material really paints a picture of just aggressive rewards right out of the gate.
Oh, it's fascinating. I mean, one of the most surprising things the source has revealed is just how intense those first 48 hours are.
Right.
You're just scratching, winning these huge amounts of virtual currency, unlocking bonuses almost instantly. It's like a dopamine acceleration loop.
It's engineered to feel like a quick win is inevitable, constantly telling you that you made the right choice to play.
Exactly. But that brings up the obvious question. If the game is that smooth, that rewarding, why would anyone ever stop?
And that's where the sources really dug in.
So let's unpack that shift, because that early momentum, it doesn't just fade, it hits a wall.
It does. The core discovery here is that once the user passes a certain threshold, a really clear pattern of deceleration begins.
And this isn't just normal game fatigue, right?
No, not at all. This is a hard-coded friction mechanism. It seems to activate right as the user gets close to a, let's say, meaningful payout.
So we start seeing these mechanical changes that introduce what you could almost call a digital time tax.
That's a good way to put it.
The frictions reported are very telling. Wins feel drastically smaller, the requirements to hit the next bonus level jump exponentially, and this was the most common note we found.
Let me guess. Ads.
The user suddenly ends up watching significantly more ads than actually playing. The whole system pivots from rewarding you with coins to monetizing your frustration.
And what's fascinating here is how that pivot ties directly into transparency or, the lack of it.
How so?
The source material highlights that the app is simply not very clear about how rewards really operate.
Okay.
Specifically, how do those virtual coins translate into actual cash? Or what are the exact conditions for withdrawal? It's all a bit hazy.
That lack of clarity creates this huge, frustrating gap, doesn't it, between the perception of wealth inside the game and the tangible reality.
It does.
And we find there's no solid proof of consistent real payouts. Instead, the sources are full of user reports detailing what they call phantom milestones.
Yes. You hit the arbitrary withdrawal minimum, but then you're stuck on some final prerequisite you can't seem to pass.
Exactly. Or you're suddenly forced to earn currency at a rate of like a penny per hour. The journey goes from a straight line to a complete bottleneck right before the finish.
So when we connect all those findings, the overall function becomes pretty clear.
Right.
The application works perfectly fine. As a casual, time-killing game, you can definitely play it.
But when you evaluate it strictly as a realistic earning opportunity,
The user experience suggests the value just isn't consistent with those initial expectations. That late-stage friction is designed to maximize ad views, not facilitate payouts.
so what does this all mean for you listening? The key takeaway from this deep dive is really the importance of understanding the difference between high user engagement mechanics, which these apps have mastered, and consistent financial viability.
Hmm.
You always have to look past the flash of that initial win and try to find the terms of the final payout.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it raises a really important question.
Yeah.
Given that the value generation for these apps shifts almost entirely toward monetizing the user's forced time watching ads, well, how do these models recalibrate our own expectations about the intrinsic value of our time and our attention?
Something to chew on the next time an app promises you easy money.